Maybe I never even shook their hand in person, but we have a completely like successful attorney-client
Business model.
relationships. And a lot of times not even in a state, right? Like it's someone who's in another country and maybe they're trying to come to Florida, maybe they're trying to go to New York or Texas or California. I can still be their lawyer, right? So that has really allowed us to move
So,
beyond kind of our local geographical limitation. And then that just expanded after the pandemic or during and after the pandemic, where people were now super comfortable doing everything over Zoom and
mhm,
online. Whereas before it was like, much less often that we would
in
have
the
a completely
trenches, like on the ground.
a
Mm,
completely virtual relationship with someone that maybe I've never met them in person, and we do their case from start to finish. And I might never meet that person in person, right? Because when they started with us, they were in Germany or Spain or, Argentina. And then when they ended with us, they were in New York, so maybe I never even shook their hand in person, but we have a completely like successful attorney-client
business model. That's
relationship. So
different.
it's been very interesting in that way. I think in terms of marketing and in terms of like where we're doing our marketing, what you're saying is on point, because a lot of the marketing that we've been doing is very like a lot of local and regional organizations that I or a member of my team is involved in personally,
And
right? And so that I've been trying to kind of branch out a little bit more and get into, other markets that maybe physically I'm not in that market, but I'm doing some networking or marketing or advertising there. So yeah.
well, you touch on a point. So one of the clients that I have is a substantially large immigration firm. They're based in California and they handle, similar to yours, international clients, all 50 states. And when we first worked with them, they were doing a lot of, West Coast, focusing on like
Hmm.
Arizona, Nevada, California. And one of the issues that they were seeing as a bottleneck was, hey, we can operate in 50 states, we can operate
Yeah.
internationally, but we see that we're advertising locally.
Hmm.
And a lot of their international or even further out domestic relations, clients were like, let's say they're in Pennsylvania, was based on a network. Like, hey, they
Exactly.
have a client or somebody they know that knows somebody in this country, where when they want to expand, one of the most, I guess, valuable assets that we learned to really incorporate for them was that enterprise SEO, that international SEO. Because if you want to advertise on Google or Facebook for all 50 states and have an actual solid footing, it's going to cost an arm and a leg, right? But this is a way where we were able to increase their, how can I say, their
Yeah.
footprint, all 50 states, without spending, $5,000, $10,000 per state, every single month, where, a firm that maybe has a $1 million a month budget could handle that. But, a
Right.
smaller firm trying to build up, it's very
Right.
hard.
So that's
And,
been a lot
you've
of
done
the
it successfully.
limitation that I've been facing is that, I don't have the hugest marketing budget to be able to do that. I also don't have unlimited time. So a lot of things if that I'm involved in personally, right? That's